Happy Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's, everything in one. It's Thursday, December 22nd, and we are in the process of trying to pack the entire circus up and get out of Dodge. We are spending the weekend in Connecticut with some family, celebrate Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and do that whole Christmas tradition next to a fire, opening presents, decorating the tree, that whole thing. We're gonna do that. Christmas Day, we're waking up super early, driving right back here to Massachusetts, and then we're hosting a bunch of my family for Christmas Day. So we're doing our best to ensure that our house isn't in complete shambles by the time everybody gets here on Sunday. But kids kind of make that difficult. Let's do it.
All right, are you ready?
Yep. Oh, that's right. So here's the deal. Kids are in the car, loading up, getting ready to go to Connecticut. We're moving all the presents under the tree right now while the kids haven't seen them. That way when we come back on Sunday, it's gonna seem like Santa creeped right in our house and dropped the presents off. It's all an illusion, but don't tell them that. Ho, 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 ho! Santa is here! I hit the gym just to get this up the stairs. Santa did work.
All right, Santa, go get in the car.
Oh, God.
I'll be out in a minute.
Santa needs to hit the gym more. That's what needs to happen. All right. Time to hit the road. Hey, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah? You want some Christmas music? Yeah? Oh, before we get Christmas music, Daddy needs a little Jason Richardson. Hey, did you have a good sleep?
You see, you hear the dogs barking?
Did you have a good sleep?
He's so excited. Here, Zoe, come here. Zoe.
It's Friday before Christmas Eve, and running a couple last-minute errands per the usual. We're hosting a Christmas dinner at our place in Massachusetts on Sunday. We're doing a tasty beef roast, slow cooked for like 5 hours. Forgot completely that most grocery stores aren't actually open on Christmas Day, so I'm gonna go get the big beef roast that we need for Sunday. I'm gonna make a wild assumption and say that all grocery stores are gonna be swamped and insane as of today. At least all the Christmas shopping is done, because dealing with the mall or a Target right now sounds like my worst nightmare. Come on, Barney. Sidewalk chalk? Let's go. Let's do it. So we gotta make that spot. What do you think, Avery? Like right here? Is this the perfect spot for Santa's sleigh? Right in here? It's perfect, right?
We should do it right here.
Okay, we'll do it right there. Okay, how do you want to decorate it now? Okay, now we gotta write Santa's parking, right?
Yep. Look back in my pocket.
Now we gotta do P for parking, right? Parking. Okay, Henry, watch out. Ready? Here comes the A. P-A-R-K-I. N. Here comes the N. Ready? Emery's helping me. You think Santa will see this from the sky?
Yeah.
You think he will?
Yeah.
It's gotta be a big one so he can see it from the sky. Ugh. Santa's got no choice but to come now, huh? Let's go check it out, okay? I don't know if this video is ultimately where I'm gonna announce this. And if you're watching this now, I've decided that it is. We're headed just down the street from my in-laws' house to go check out the 4 acres that will soon be our land. Essentially, we're in the initial stages of trying to figure out the feasibility of all this. So we've got a site surveyor that's been out here on the property for the last 3-4 days, checking everything out, determining where the sight lines are, determining where the property lines run. This 4 acres I'm standing right next to right now has never had a proper survey done on it. So that's what he's doing. He's getting the survey all figured out, and then probably first week of January we'll have a good idea of where the property line boundaries start and end, and where we can and cannot build a house. So, in the very early stages of all of this, but in short, here is the 4 acres. Make a long story short, and I'll see if I can highlight this in a Google map view, but our 4 acres would start basically right over there at one of those rocks, and then it juts up into the woods. And then from there, all the land up into the back here for a good distance is ours. And it extends down the street here and cuts over to the right. So this would be the driveway, essentially, where we would build. This hillside right here, in all likelihood, would have to be pushed back. And we don't know if there's rock ledge there. We're not really sure what's behind that ledge. Essentially, the story of this land is back in 2008, there was a house literally right here behind me. They've lived here for a number of years. The house burned down, and demolished it, cleared the lot, and put the land on the market. About 4 years ago, my in-laws bought the property and wanted to just extend their land rights a bit. So since 2008, it's basically sat vacant this whole time. I think it'll just take a little bit of swizzling to determine how we're gonna structure everything and lay everything out. Kind of a beautiful backdrop though, honestly. These huge, I don't know if these are pine trees, what kind of trees they are, but they'd make for a beautiful backdrop if there was a house just kind of sitting right in here. My in-laws 8 acres, and these 4 acres actually have some cool history behind it. You might have seen my video I did last fall. There's an old gravesite up here with a bunch of Civil War veterans, including a couple gentlemen that were from the Connecticut 92nd Infantry. Basically, it's an all-black colored regiment of the Civil War that were on the front lines. If you haven't seen that video, you can click right here. I'll do a little doohickey thing. You can check that out. And then just recently for Thanksgiving, we found an old abandoned cave that we think was used during the Underground Railroad, as well as back with the Mohegan Indian tribe sits on this land. Not to mention it's just kind of secluded and set back here, our own little quiet space. I'm on the hillside right behind the property. Pretty much this whole low-lying area here right behind me would be right where we would build. I'm gonna hike around a bit more and explore, but enjoy this pretty montage of the property here. Go. This is kind of a cool spot right in here, actually. I'm up on the hill. If you look down below, that's the main road, and that's the leveled out area where that house once stood. Another idea we had was maybe we could build a driveway up here and build a house up onto this hill. And actually, right through here is a relatively level spot where maybe a house could fit. I don't know. This way you're set back in the woods a bit, one with nature, you know what I mean? Right in here maybe. problem is I think a lot of this underground here is all granite ledge, which would basically mean that we'd have to get dynamite in here and blow the hell out of this cliff, which sounds awesome if I'm honest. I can imagine the kids growing up here getting to explore nature, go on adventures, nature hikes. Something about that just seems really cool. All right, on to the scenic stuff. Check some of this stuff out. So anyways, that's the quick and dirty. It'll be interesting to see how all this shakes out. The surveyor should finish up his work by first week of January. And essentially the next step from there would be find a place to put the septic system. Because out here, we don't have town sewer, town water. We'd have to drill a well, we'd have to put a septic system in, which this day and age, there's all kinds of rules around septic systems, how close you can be to wetlands. And there are some wetlands nearby, so all that'll have to be figured out. Should be interesting to see what 2017 has in store for us. Kind of excited at the prospect of being able to build a house exactly how we want it, starting down that next chapter of our lives. Yeah, the whole circle of life thing, right? Stay tuned for more house developments coming down the pike. One way or another, I'll keep you guys in the loop with whatever happens.